What the hell is Bill Burr thinking? This whole Riyadh Comedy Fest, and I am just trying to separate myself here from just anything political because I don't know. I just feel like I'm speaking into a void of people that will just not change their minds or not see another side than anything other than what they're thinking already. So what's the point of either just speaking to the choir or speaking to the people that can't be turned? But with this, I don't understand. So it's kind of just like thinking and speaking aloud to try and get someone to explain to me why things are the way they are. Now, if you don't know, there's this Riyadh Comedy Festival in Saudi Arabia, and a number of high-paid comedy talent, high-requested and subsequently highly paid comedy talents are being purchased, for lack of a better term, by the Saudi government and given a hefty payday of, I don't know, whatever number you want to create. Because sky's the limit when it comes to spending money to whitewash the image of Saudi Arabia from the Saudi government. And the negativity from this and the character hit that these performers are taking just make me go like, why did you do this? It's much more than Bill Burr and Kevin Hart and a number of other people, but we'll stick with those two and primarily Bill Burr, and I'll get to why primarily Bill Burr here in a second. You look at comedians like Bill Burr and Kevin Hart who have tens of millions of dollars to their name. It's like, you want to sell your integrity to millions of people down the river because you want to do a comedy festival in Saudi Arabia? Like, what? To take a stand for free speech? You're not going to be able to speak freely over there. What are you thinking? And when I said how it's primarily Bill Burr here, is he has spoken on his podcast about how the Saudi Arabian government pays people and uses terms like blood money, and he's been highly critical of them in the past, and now here he's doing it himself. My holy hypocrite, Batman! What is he thinking? Like, he is one of the most on point, what I thought was most understanding of the vibe of the room and climate comedians there is out there. And on top of that, the stuff he said about Saudi Arabia, people have been locked up for less in the country. Why is he even taking a chance going there? I mean, do you not fear getting arrested? Now, granted, I know people are going to be like, oh, come on. They're not going to make, the Saudi Arabian government's not going to make a public spectacle of this. But the point is people have gotten arrested for saying so much less about the Saudi government. Bill Burr's flat out slammed the Saudi government for buying people with blood money. His own words. What is going on? That's the thing. I have been such a huge fan of Bill Burr, but how can you be a fan of someone that is such a flaming hypocrite? Someone who supposedly knows and understands what happened to someone like Khashoggi, who got sawed up and put in a suitcase for speaking out against the Saudi government. That Prince Sheikh had his death ordered in a foreign country. It's not like Khashoggi was killed in Saudi Arabia. He was killed in Turkey with Saudi operatives that were there. Paid henchmen by the Saudi government killed an anti-Saudi government journalist. And Bill Burr has spoken about and understands what happened. And he's going to accept the money from this country to perform for them in a whitewash act? I make sense of it, people. Make sense of it. I mean, again, maybe Kevin Hart and the others are just like naive and I don't fully understand what's going on. I know there's some people that don't like there, but hey, it's just people that want to hear people laugh. They want to make people laugh. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with making people laugh, man? Everyone's got to learn to laugh in every corner of the world. Okay, maybe there is some naivete going on. But man, just like the people, again, that are on the Bill Burr level that have talked and understand why Saudi Arabia does these shows, and to be like, I'll do a show there. The hell is going on? Oh man. Oh, and the women that are on this show performing. God, just don't look up human rights violations to women in Saudi Arabia. Just don't. Or do, and just be a massive hypocrite to go there. Again, this is like one of the main things that turned me off to WWE. And I you know what, at this point, I hope they buy WWE at this point. I hope they buy everything. I hope you no longer get to, if your favorite comedians are going to be sellouts, then I hope you never have to hear them speak with free speech again. Good luck hearing any of those comedians that are perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival have an ounce of free speech and a set that isn't sanitized to the government standards. Have fun with that. I hope Saudi Arabia buys everything at this point. If people aren't outraged enough to get every single comedian that is on this show, and again, maybe some are naive, okay, I can accept that. But to the ones that aren't, how does Bill Burr have a career after this? I know I might be, calm down, you overreacting snowflake. No, how does Bill Burr have a career after this? And again, this is someone who was a huge Bill Burr fan. And yes, you can be like, why can't you just look past this and still be a fan of him? Because I have standards in life. I have understanding and accepting of minorities, of women, of people that are punished by the Saudi government. Anyway, what the hell is Bill Burr thinking? That's why I made that the title of this video, because he is the symbol of every single thing that is wrong with this Riyadh Comedy Festival. Anyways, someone else explain it to me, other than someone who's a paid operative of the Saudi government. That is all.